Julio, down by the schoolyard. Isn't that the song way back? You're probably not old enough to remember. That's a problem getting old. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Outliving people. Let's see. Well, first of all, I want to tell you about we have the deadline for our free computers. We give out 30 free computers every month to Let's Go Help members. So if you're a member, if not a member, and you want to apply for one of these, it's letsgohelp.com. And our membership is $20 a month, and you could come and go, stop it whenever you want. Don't worry about it. And if we misrepresent something and you want your money back, that's no problem either. But every month we give out a lot of grant money and laptop computers because I feel that that's what people really need. It's if you don't have a laptop, man, it's hard to apply to these things. You don't need a grant writer. You need a decent computer. Now what I did, and I put the link here, and I'll put it in later on. Well, maybe I could put it in now on YouTube. The link of a report I got out of ChatGPT, and I went there and I asked to say, hey, give me a reason why it's better to have a laptop computer than a phone in applying for government grants. and even if you have an old computer, I mean, that is not really doing well, I mean, you just have too many problems. The technology changes so free laptop, I'm writing it in. In YouTube now, so you got the link to that, and you don't have to worry. It's all there for you, okay? And yeah, now let me tell you some of the things. First of all, larger screen size. You know, you're on your phone, or your computer's old and sluggish and comes and goes, because it's easier for reading and navigate through the applications. I mean, if you have a tiny little screen, man, that's a killer. Also, it's easy for filing. You know, a full-size keyboard is a lot easier to type on than boy, I see some of these millennials, though, they type faster than I could ever type because they're used to it. They're used to having these little phones to type on, and they do whole term papers on it. But that's not me, and I think most of the people. And there's multiple tabs. You can have many things going on at the same time. Like I must have 20, 30 tabs on my computer, so I can jump over here, see that, whatever. On your on your phone, you can't do that. Okay, document loading. A lot of applications require you to load a document, okay? How are you gonna do that on the phone? Well, you can, but it's not as easy. And of course, it depends on the phone you have. If you have a phone that's 2 years old, man, you know, that's gonna be sluggish too. And also, government websites and application require software that is more compatible with computers. So a lot of the government applications now are compatible with computers as opposed to phones. The speed and performance. Computers generally have faster processor and better performance. So you could you could fill out more applications faster than anything. Okay, speed, security. Okay, there's probably antivirus and stuff like that. Managing emails for confirmation, updates, and additional requirements is easier on the computer when you can completely switch between the application and the email. So they get you, you know, they're saying, oh, you forgot this in the application. Okay, man, to switch in apps on a phone is really hard. I mean, I was trying to do it today to get it. My son sent me a link to an audio I wanted to hear, and getting it into the URL for my Chrome in the app. Boy, that was tough. I don't do it that often. So that's why on a laptop computer, that's a lot easier. Okay, better visibility of detailed information. You're right, man. You only see 1 square inch of that application. You have to move all the way around to see things well enough that you know you could tell what the hell it is. A stable internet connection. Yes, most internets are better than your phone internet, uh, at least for me, but maybe not for you. Printing capabilities. Yes, it's easier to print from your laptop than it is from a phone. I mean, you probably can do it for the phone, particularly if it's a dock or something. But it sure as hell ain't gonna be that easier, particularly if you have an old laptop. Yeah, a lot of that. I mean, they keep upgrading everything every 6 months. And that's right. Access to full websites. Some government websites are not fully optimized for mobile devices, making it easier. Okay, so that's another thing. Okay, multitasking. You read an email, you have this, you have a source where you're getting information about your background, you have a source of getting a phone number, and all this kind of stuff. So you can have all these multitasking going on a lot easier on a phone, on a laptop than on a phone. Data entry efficiency. Copying and passing information such as addresses and identification numbers. Man, that's what I do on the phone. I'm trying to, I get the one thing on the phone, I have to write down the number and things like that, because I'm not sure how to cut and paste it and all this kind of stuff. Well, on a laptop, you just cut and paste, and so you have less. It's data entry efficiency. So you make those applications a lot easier and faster. Better handling complex applications. More complex applications with multiple steps or sections are easier to manage on a computer, where everything is visible and accessible. See, I got this when I mention earlier, I went to ChatGPT, and it's good. It saves me a lot of time. I said, give me 20 reasons why applying for a grant application on a laptop is better than a phone, mobile. Mobile phone. And this is the 20s I got. Here's another one. Enhance accessibility features. Right, because there's more features for people with disabilities to be able to do that on a laptop versus on a phone. File management. It's easier to manage and access required documents and files on the computer, especially when multiple documents are needed. They want you upload a document for this, that, and the other thing, and on your phone, man, it's in 5 different places. At least for me, maybe your phone is better than me. Who qualifies for the WNBA grant? Is that the basketball thing? Yeah, it is. Ask the WNBA, but I think it's for minority businesses for some reason, but I'm not sure if that's the one. But if you have they're going to tell you better than anybody else. You never ask somebody else what qualification is. The real answer is from the people who give out the money. Now, I'm reading a question that a member asked me, and I just got sidetracked there. Reduce risk of errors. Precision of a computer's mouse and the keyboard reduces the risk of accidentally selecting the wrong option and misclicking. Did you ever misclick? Well, I had a girlfriend named Click, and I miss her, so I miss clicks a lot. I knew there was a tacky old man joke in there somewhere. Less battery concern, right? Your laptop's gonna, it's plugged in, don't worry about it on the phone. Oops, boy, all of a sudden my battery, you have low battery. Availability tech support. See, that's 20 reasons why this is not. Okay, so what do we do about that? Well, we give out 30 free laptops every month, and all you have to do is say, hey, I need a laptop because, the dog ate my laptop, or whatever thing you say, and just put it in there. That's all we want is one sentence why you need a free laptop. Okay, and give us about 2 weeks or so to process them all, and then we announce them, and we list all the names, and please pick it up. People we give grants to aren't picking up their money. Oh, does that hurt me? I know, $500 or $1,000 means a lot to people, and we chose them as winners, and they're not picking it up, and that hurts. I don't know how there's when someone's in pain or hurt. And we have $500 for them, that it hurts that they're not getting for it. So we put it into the group for next time, whatever. Please give me the correct address and email also. Amber, it's on the tab on the left-hand side of all our applications are there. Under grants, the grant applications, the left-hand side of Let's Go Help Too, the applications are there. Randy, I tried searching in Florida where online businesses are registered. I cannot find any grants for new businesses in Florida. The Let's Go NBA grants I applied to, I checked the links you recommended on your site and couldn't find any other startup grant. Well, Randy, let me finish this. If you're looking for money to start a business, okay, you look for help, not grants, okay? That's the important thing. You go to item number 5 because it's so complicated. I mean, there are a lot for grants in Florida, and I've seen them all. They come and go all the time, but they're not the way you think it is. Some are not called grants. They're all for different kind of reasons. And that's why what you have to do in this search for getting money for doing something is not go ask for grants. You ask for help. To find the grants and the money and help you need to start a business, you do not ask for grants, okay? You ask for help. Now, where do you go and ask for help? Okay, what you want to do is you go to the organizations in Florida that are set up, these are nonprofit organizations that are set up to help you find the money and help and what you need to start a business, okay? And there's dozens of them where you live. Now, what you have to do is call those organizations, make an appointments with the mentors, and go over your project and what you want to do. Because what you really have to do is start, I mean, if you're just starting out, you know that you could solve the problem with a lot of money, okay? Now, that's because you don't know your other options and things like that. It's a little more complicated than that. And you have to put the puzzle together. And just going out to get money the first time you want to do something, I think is wrong. Unless you've done it before and everything. I mean, my first 2 businesses failed because I went out and got money first. You don't get money first, I learned. And I've been able to start businesses ever since then, after those 2 failures, by not looking for money. And I was able to start them without money. You're back from Vegas. Michelle's back from Vegas. So she got her pom-poms left in Vegas. So you'll see a normal Michelle now. She's not operating from Vegas anymore. But back on business, this is very important because we all, and this is what we're trained to do, because this is what most of us know how to do is, okay, I want to start a business. This is what it's going to cost me, I think, to do it. So I need money to do that. Unfortunately, I don't think that's the best way to do it. You have to match it up. It's sort of like you're saying, well, I want to date somebody and I want this woman to look like, some beauty that you know, and so you start looking for that. And what happens, you go to the bar at night or something, nobody's even coming close to that in looks. But there's so many angels and wonderful humans, but you have something in your mind and that passes right over. And you can't, a midget will come up and steal your heart away, and you never would have known that, and you would never seek that out. But that's what's out there, and it's out there for business, it's out there for anything you want to do. So what you have to do is, the reality is you have to see, are there national grant websites? There's very few, Randy. Most of government, or the grants for businesses are not national. There are some, but I wouldn't even bother with that yet. I would start working on getting help and information about what everything is, not only from us or whatever. That's why it's better to get to these mentors that are out there. The mentors that are out there, you could find them, sba.gov/local ASSIST. Okay. And you may have to talk to a half a dozen of them, to get a feel for how people get money to start a business and what it's like. And ask them, okay, if you don't have money, who else may? Or if, or can you help me think through another way that I don't need money? In other words, there's always another way to start a business. Like I used to buy advertising, and then I realized, I found, hey, I don't have to buy advertising. I could get it for free. How? Because everybody that sells advertising doesn't sell all their advertising. So I went around to these organizations and said, hey, if you can't sell sell this advertising space, give it to me, and I'll give you half the money I get. And I had a way to do that to everybody know that where the sale came, and so they felt comfortable. And I made a fortune doing that, not spending a nickel on advertising. There's always another way to do it. Like any kind of business you start now, I mean, gosh, you could start a business with nothing. And if you remember, under item number 5, I have a report there that shows you how I did it 3 times after I started a business with money the first 2 times. Then the next 3 times I didn't. You can start a business now with nothing. You just need a nickel, a dollar, or whatever. And all you need is a customer. And you could get a store on Etsy or anywhere, and you have customers. Now you have to get, I mean, and you have a store. It costs you $20 a month, and that's it. You know, and you're in business. Now you need a customer. And with social media, then you have to learn how to do that. And there's free courses and everything to do that. And once you get it, oh man, yeah, look at that report. The report is called, it's under retirement. Retire in 3 years, I say, with doing something you love. All my businesses really have been a service, like what I have now. You're seeing me on a platform, if you're looking on the Mighty Network that we have, Let's Go Help Too. I mean, that's free if you want, but I don't know what I pay. It's not a fortune, you know. I think that maybe starts at $20 or $40 a month or something like that. That's it. And that's what I sell. People join to be part of that. That's all. That's all. Nothing. And the rest is air, me, acting silly. And I'm in business. And that's all I need. But you have to find people, okay, to do that. That's the key. Starting a business is not a problem. Getting customers is the problem. And the more you're figuring out what you're going to do with customers before you have them is, to me, a waste of time. You just have a general idea first. And then you go out and find customers and see what they want. So you could start a YouTube channel, you could start a Facebook channel and start talking about how you want to help people, what the hell you want to do, and start a forum. I mean, it's not easy, you're right. You're not going to push a button and you get 1,000 customers. No, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't need to be an LLC. You don't need to you don't need to register with any government. You don't have to worry about the IRS. You don't have to do anything. You pay taxes, yes, but you're not making money, so don't worry about it. So it seems like most people, what they do when they start businesses is start spending money. And that's the last thing you want to do, unless you really have to. Like you want to open a restaurant or something. Well, yeah, you got to do all that shit. So it really depends. But there's a way. The key of survival is overhead and not spending money, because you don't know your first idea probably is not going to work. None of mine did. And the first 2, I spent all my money and I was broke, and I didn't have enough time to figure out what I really should have been done. The next 3 businesses, I was able to stay long enough to figure out what I should have been doing the first time, but wasn't smart enough. The clients tell you what you should do, not your mother-in-law or not your own self. You don't know what people will buy. And I used to ask my friends, hey, what do you think of this? And they never bought anything like this. So why the fuck are they though? You got to ask to get that information from customers. And they're the ones that do it. I remember showing my commercials that I used to have on TV. And then I realized, why am I taking their advice? They never bought anything from TV. Yeah, smart ass yuppies. Oh, by the way, if you go to YouTube, there's a nice little clip from Carter. Carter is our marketing guy. He's a magician, and he's putting up some clips that he found of me on C-SPAN from like 20 years ago. I'm saying the same thing 20 years ago. But you see me in brown hair and no glasses and no question mark suits even. And also yesterday, and he put this up too, there was a bit on one of these, I'm a little interested in the election, the president election. So there's a blog I watch. It's Tim Miller, I think is his name. And I was exercising and watching it yesterday. And he was talking about Trump's infomercial. Trump has a new infomercial that he's selling Trump cards. They're digital Trump cards for like $100 a piece or something. Digital, I don't understand it. And Trump had a little infomercial about it, and he was sort of like a little bored doing the infomercial about it. And so they were commenting, and this is like there was an anti-Trump blog kind of thing. So they weren't going to be kind. And he was saying, no, Trump can't act like that in an infomercial. You got to act like this guy. Remember this guy back in the 70s or 80s or 90s or whatever the hell it was? And they run a clip of one of my old commercials. So you got to be enthusiastic. And so you could see one of my old infomercials or a piece of it in that and comparing it with Trump. And that was sort of cute. But life goes on. I mean, I live for tomorrow, not yesterday. I mean, it's nice to look back. Oh yeah, shit, I did more than I ever thought I did. But I'm more, to me, what's important is to today and tomorrow, and how many people that we can reach and let them know that there's help out there for them to do something with their life and to make their life more important. And that's the important thing. We all have so much to give. And each of us, I mean, we have 90% of everything is the same, I think, in each of us. And so we have to give all that good stuff to other people that need it. And whether it's just encouragement, at least, that's the least we could do for people. And if you know these programs, we'll get other people that know about these programs to get them out of financial trouble. Starting a business, do not worry about money. Find out more about the options. Also go to meetup.com, meetup.com. I know it's easier and simpler to just try to find a place to give me a lot of money and then they'll start spending the money to start a business. And I don't think that's right. It may be for some organizations, but if you're doing a small thing and you don't need you don't need any money to start it, but you need help in finding out how to market and just a place to put up something. People have to have a place to give you money. That's the important thing. That's easy to do now because you can have a website for $20, and they could give you money. And then actually, what was the thing I used to do? There's a website I used when I was consulting, when I was trying to figure out what the business to do. It took me about 4 or 5 years before this I locked on to see that people want a community, and that's easy. So starting a community is easy. Easier because there's programs like this, like the platform I use. See, they figured out all the problems. You don't have to go out and build a website just for you. No, you plug and play, and you got a website and a way to collect money and everything, and that's what you could do. And no matter how small you start, it's okay. The key is getting customers. That's the key. And you're not in business until you get customers. Everybody say, I have a business. You have customers? No, you don't have a business. You don't have a customer. That's not a business. That's a hobby. Or that's just spending money. And you don't have to spend money to find that out, too. And that's important. Amber, whoa, wow. You're in my amen corner. Amen. Amen. Well, it frustrates me in that there's so much opportunities and possibilities for people out there, but it takes effort. It takes effort and more effort than just filling out an application. And that's what we're all guilty of. We think all we have to do is fill out the right application, and that is not right. That's true, but finding out the right application is hard. It's not hard looking for a grant, and also if you get a grant, you'll probably spend it wrong, and you won't be successful anyway. So you want to get to the getting a customer as quickly as possible in any form. Do the work for free. You want to do something? You know, I don't know, say you want to do what I do. I'll show you grants for people, okay? You do that. You don't need any money to do it. You need a customer. And in the beginning, what you do, hey, I'll do it for free. Pay me. That's what I did years and years ago. I did this for free. You want to know how to get customers. And that's it. Anybody can do that. Then you learn, and then you see what people pay for, what they not pay for. What you and I think that people will pay for is not what people really pay for. I've been wrong. I've written 100 books and only 10 made money. So I know I'm wrong 90% of the time. But you have to write 100 books. So you get 10 that make money. So that's the same with starting a business. If you go out and start a business and you think this is it, and you use all your money and get extra money and you fail, you know, then you're out of the game. You got to go get another shitty job. That's why the key is spending as little money as possible and getting to the end product, which is your customer, as fast as possible with anything. That's why I like crowdfunding. You could have a pretend product, not even have the product, but you get a website for free where people could give you money for this product when you have it, and you see if anyone's going to buy it. You don't even have the goddamn thing. Now you have to go out and market that. So just putting up a website on crowdfunding is not an answer if you don't know how you're going to market that crowdfunding and that people know about it. Sir Matthew, let's go. Thank you for the new free laptop giveaway. I already received and I love it. Oh, that's so nice, Lindsay. Have you gotten any other help like this from the government programs? I really need help and advice on my situation. Thank you, Amber. Great. Oh, by the way, for laptops, okay, if you don't win one of ours, there's a lot of local nonprofit organizations that will give you a free laptop, okay? And they all have different requirements, but you should go there too if you don't win one of ours. And you can apply for next year with one of ours, or next month. I mean, we'll have another one next month. So if you don't get one this month, try next month. But if you go to Find Help, findhelp.org, and put in computers. Okay, findhelp.org. Put in computers. Let's do it up here, see what we get. Find. Okay, I'm gonna put in my zip code. Okay, put in computers. Oh, no, you have to know how to spell computers. I think I've flunked every English test I've ever taken. 144 organizations where I live that give out free computers. Now, how do you like that? 144 organization. Oh, Michelle, thank you for loving us all so much. Oh, and I see Sabrina told me about that guy who was trying to, I didn't understand, but anybody who is getting, email addresses and promising if they can't put the source of that grant on our platform, then yeah, that's a scam to me. Yes. Oh, great. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah. I mean, it sounded like, well, why does he have to do this? And he's going to go to somewhere else and get them the money. That means he's making money out of that somewhere. and that's what must be it. And that's one of the most amazing, the most important thing I think we want to do is make sure that every website we give does not require money. And that's the important thing. Let's see. Okay, so we have that. I gave you the link for Find Help. Yeah. How would I find a grant for Phoenix, Arizona? Tina, hi. The best thing to do is to start by looking at our 500 mini grant report. Okay. And 500 mini grant report for Arizona. And you see they're all categorized there. It's not every grant, but really what you have to do is start. Let me give you a link to what I think is probably the best thing I have. Let me see. Your channel. Where to go? Where to go? Videos. Okay. Right to. Oh shit. They're at 8 grants. Okay. Oh darn! I can't find the bloody thing. Oh no, here it is. Okay. Here. Okay. This one gives you a program of free money to start a business, have money to live on. This is money that's in a lot of states, not every state. You have to check on your state. It's in the unemployment office that they give you money to start your business. And so you could live on money. It's like your unemployment money, but you could use it not to get a job, but to start business. But the second part of this video is important. It shows you how to start getting money for anything, okay? And that's very important, that you have to use people. Something's wrong with your audio. Ooh, I'm sorry. Is it still wrong, Amber? Oh, and for mortgage help, it's in and out. Okay, that's good to know. I should. But for mortgage help, look at item number 7, okay, in the Let's Go Meta Grant report. Matthew, when you go to Find Help, where do you search for the free laptop? When you go to Find Help, put in your zip code first. It's going to have a thing there for your zip code. And then after your zip code, it'll have another search bar for where you put in computer. And you can put in anything. I'm having difficulty finding things in Ohio. Back property, back mortgage, car repair. House will probably be foreclosed if I can't find anything. Okay, Wendy, first of all, you want to make an appointment so you work on your foreclosure first, okay? Or possible foreclosure. And look at items 7 and 8 in the housing, in Let's Go Meta Grant report, and go here, just shelter, just. Okay, you want to go here, justshelter.org, and okay, you want to go to the Just Shelter to get on the help with so they don't throw you out in the street, and you know your rights for that. And then what you want to do is make an appointment with a financial counselor at HUD.gov/counseling. Okay, HUD.gov/counseling. And Tinya, every time I go rent bills and car note, I still have to drive Uber. Okay, go make a house appointment with the HUD counselor, financial counselors for free. I thought it was my phone. Make Mr. Lesko voice sound in and out, but like that, I was hitting my phone, and if it's gonna stop. Well, it sounds like I better stop. Charity, how is my voice for you? Yep, that's a good one, Charity. That's one of her favorites. Community Action Partnership, that's for the local community, uh, uh, community action centers, I guess they call it, yeah. Oh, it's good, okay. She hears me, good. Okay, so you want to go to the HUD.gov/counseling, also go to item number 3 in the Meta Grant Report, okay? Okay, and to learn how to do this, I mean, I think the thing I just did the other day, yeah, this one here. The second half of this video gives you a good lesson on how to, how much you need people. You have to call people, and that's what I force it. Jane Lewis, there are some resources you can check out in the downloads area. All best, good. Thank you, Amber. I've gotten $3,000 from them this year. Wow, charity. Yeah. Yeah. And actually, with Charity, when she gets money, she gives 10% of it to all the members every year that she gets. So she's a lovely woman. I am just so blessed to have these people around and that are open-hearted and loving, and to help me show other people how to do that and keep opening their hearts. And sure, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt no matter what. So you must have fun by getting hurt, because life's gonna kick the shit out of you no matter what you do. And that's the important part. Okay, guys, let me go, and don't forget that tomorrow night is the last call for the free laptop computers. Okay, and the next one is $40,000 on the 4th. So make sure you apply and make sure you check if you want. And that's the important part. Okay. Okay, my lovely person, and I'm so grateful you're all in my life that share love just openly, and it's just such a wonderful. Is there results for August? Which ones for August? Maybe the 4th. I'm not sure if we have the 4th out by now, maybe. But check there on the left-hand side, Sharon. We have all the winners there, okay? Thank you for opening my heart and helping me keep it open and try to open it more. Thank you again.